all the VTubers love Slaanesh, right? I think, I don't know, except me. I don't. I'm just doing my research. We're gonna check out the Slaanushi. Yes. Slaanushi away! Numbskulls, tell me about the Slaanushi.
Hey! If you like these videos and want to support us, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/numbskulls. By supporting us, you get rewards like viewing episodes a week early, fun behind-the-scenes stuff, and more. If you'd like to learn more, please check out the link in the description. Thank you.
Give thanks to the spinning and choosing of him. Yes.
Endowed with power.
What?
This is my girlfriend. She knows nothing
Endowed
about
with power.
Warhammer. I know some things about Warhammer. In this series, I'll be summarizing for her stories and lore from the grimdark world of 40k and fantasy.
Did you see that?
This episode will...
This? What's this from? I just need to research. Is this Total War? Total War, right? Surely. Oh, what's this? Baby Slaanesh? Is this the... Why is the one booby exposed? When you wear your chest armor, do you also expose one booby or what? I need to know. Do you have one titty exposed and one... Oh, have you seen that meme about like calm your titties? You're not supposed to say calm your titties. You're supposed to say calm your titty. One titty is calm and one titty is wild. Maybe this demonusi is you know, abiding by that rule. Calm your titty, one titty wild, one titty calm. It's cause they are both male and female. Oh, the titty here is bigger than the other titty. Okay. Slaanesh does seem to be more popular with a lot of not so say-so VTubers. Oh, I am say-so though, right? Never actually said the Chaos. Chaos? What? Chaos? Chaos, guys. Whew. My words are jumbled. The Chaos gods. I am say-so. Run a poll on that. Dude, they only talk about poopies. Come on. Right? Yes! Somebody said yes, end the poll. Oh my god. I'm just checking out the titty. I'm doing this for research. Don't worry. Why does he have crab arms? Do all of them have crab arms? Slaanesh roster. Oh, look at that tongue, dude. What does it do? What that tongue do? One titty is not shown. The other titty is revealed. One titty is what's the word? Hidden. The hidden titty. The adventures of the hidden titty. Crab arm. Why? I don't know. Oh, wait, actually, let me see. Let's see the cake. This is bullshit. Why is it hidden? Why does the Space Marine, Space Marine, have exposed cheeks and this one is like this? Explain? Explain it to me? Before we continue the video, I just need to check the artwork. The hidden titty, the exposed titty. That makes sense. Okay, that's how you know it's a Slaanesh schmeckle. When one titty is hidden. Oh my god, all of them is like that. That's consistent. Right click, save. Maybe not on stream, maybe later. I'm just checking out the art, okay? This is research. Don't worry. Oh, but these ones, both titties are hidden. This one, no. The tail is probably plugged in, so that's why. Oh no. Hello, somebody. Covered sensually, not seeing it makes you wonder what's underneath. Oh, you're right. Can I change my vote? No. I'm doing research. Just check. Warriors of Slaanesh. Is it a requirement for Warriors of Slaanesh to show the midriff? Sir, your midriff is exposed? Boop it. I'm gonna boop it. Boop boop. That midriff, dude. Oh my god. The titties are hidden though. Both titties are hidden for this one. But the midriff is exposed for everyone to see. That's amazing. I like it. Oh my god, who's this guy? Oh, look at that strong chin. Strong jawline, strong chin. It's not what do you call that with when the chin is like this? Cleft chin. It's not a cleft chin. It's more than a cleft chin. It's like a horrid chin. My goodness. This shows the power level, right? When you have 2 horns on your chin. The powerful jawline. Anyway, we're watching something. I forgot. I was just, Have you seen Femboy Thousand Suns? Oh my. Magnus, hello? Okay.
We'll be covering Slaanesh, the chaos god of excess and pleasure.
I got distracted by the identity.
Demons. I'm bound to miss some details or might be completely wrong on some things, so if you'd like to learn more about Slaaneshi demons, I was recommended the Tyrion and Teclis trilogy by William King.
No,
Anyways,
I'm not
without
reading
further
that.
ado,
Ooh! Ooh! I need to research this. I feel like if I was on Twitch, I'm gonna get banned for zooming in on this. But we're not on Twitch, it's fine.
let's get into it. My love, I have spoken with the Warhammer Council. We have had long discussions about the manifestation of the Chaos Gods, which one came first, which one came into consciousness first, and we have found an answer.
When did you have time for this? We talk about every day.
I had.
As soon as you get home from
I
work.
made time. I made time.
You made time when you weren't conscious or working?
Yes.
You're getting the Inquisitor? No.
myself to speak with the council, and we have an
Today?
answer of which god manifested first.
Today, this is not Inquisitor Naga. You see, I don't have the hat. Today, it's just Maid Naga. Because we're doing research, okay? I don't call the Inquisitor. I know the Inquisitor. We're buddies. He knows what I'm doing. It's fine. This is research.
Are you ready?
Okay.
The answer is
Yeah.
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
The doctor?
No, just I believe because so many other people have different interpretations of which god came first,
This is not
why
heresy,
they
dude.
manifested first, and also it seems to vary between Warhammer Fantasy and 40K.
Which one?
So let's
Okay. Which chaos god showed up first? Isn't it Corn? Mr. Cornflakes? Because of the war? Am I wrong? Or is it Nurgling? Papa Nurgle. Because there's a lot of people who died. Oh, it was Corn, no? Corn? Heh, I knew it. No Exterminatus, no. Not today. No Exterminatus today. As in 40K and Fantasy, I don't know. They're causal, so they all came into existence at different times and have existed since the beginning of the universe. Because they are also manifestation of the human schmeckles. Wait a minute! That's wrong, right? It's not manifestation of human desires or human like turmoil. Because the debauchery that the Elder did brought about Slaanesh, right? So that means it's not just human emotions, because they're not human. It's just emotions in general. The G-motions, dude. The G-motions! Why did I think it's just human emotions? It's not just humans in 40K. Wait, do Necrons have feelings? What a question. Do Necrons have feelings? Do they also contribute to this turmoil and the warp and the schmegel? I need to know. Do Necrons have feelings? Put that in the comment right now.
Just go with the idea that all the 3 original Chaos Gods,
Necrons don't
Siege,
have
Khorne, and
souls, so they
Nurgle,
don't have. No.
manifested-
I mean, before they were by the frogs. Because before, right, they wanted immortality. Oh my god, dude! I reviewed Wes Hammer's video, like the War in Heaven. I just remember that part, right? So before they asked for immortality, they had souls, right? Surely they had souls before they asked for immortality. The frogs just siphon their souls like that, and then they don't have souls. That was my question. At that point in time, do Necrons have feelings? Of course they had feelings. They went to war out of spite. So, is it safe to say that it was the Necrons who started out the birth of Khorne? Because, like, they were the first race, right? Maybe they're not the first race. I'm assuming things. Anyway, do Necrons have feelings? Explain yourself in the comment section. Tell me of the Necron feelings. Oh. Elder birthed Slaanesh, but also it has always been there in a way. Always yes and no?
about the same time, and they just argue about who is the oldest, because I think that's really cute.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I would think if they kind of came into being along with the feeling or existence or something of these different emotions, I don't know. I wonder if some of these emotions are more human, although I don't know.
Possibly, but hold on to that thought as we talk today.
Human? No, the first races were not human, right? Surely it's not just the humans who made the world worse. Everybody made the world worse. I don't know, man.
About Slaanesh.
Mom.
Oh, show the
Now,
boobie, dude.
Slaanesh
Come on.
is the youngest of the Chaos Gods, as
Oh, they're so
she
cute.
was the last one to come
Aw.
into consciousness. Slaanesh is known as the Prince of Pleasure, the Lord of Excess, and she who thirsts. They're
She
the
who
god of
thirsts.
pleasure, pain, self-indulgence, excess, and perfection.
Damn.
Their pronouns
Something birth
are
corn and the other
A/threat.
Chaos God.
They're gonna make your pronouns was/were.
Yeah, Slaanesh doesn't care what you call them because they simply exist. They have
So long
any
as you are
slash all
screaming
pronouns.
their name.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Like all Chaos Gods, Slaanesh's influence existed long before she formed into a conscious being. She was birthed after a bunch of space elves had the wildest party in history. More on that in another video.
Y'all keep being like, okay, so then this really interesting thing happened. But anyway, I want to hear about the orgies.
That's
Yes,
a
tell
very
me about the
complicated
orgies.
event that
So are
Is
most
it gonna explain?
orgies, I'm
Video.
sure. But
you know what? You've got a point.
but I'll concede. Let's continue.
What? He's not gonna talk about
like
it. No
rock and roll?
way.
I do.
No way.
I have British
No
heritage.
way.
So.
Do you like partying?
What did I just say?
Do you like doing wahoo in the bedroom?
That's so cool.
Sex?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like
Oh,
we knew
yeah.
that Slaanesh and I were gonna jive. You know, like I'm pretty chill
You
with
pointed
religion
at a
in
picture
general.
of Slaanesh and said, "That's literally me" on several occasions.
It was the only one with titties. Like, what do you want?
Fair.
The only
That's
one
fair.
with titties.
So you like all the
Wait. Is there actually a character in Warhammer with titties? Aside from Slaanesh? Oh, she may be onto something. Who in Warhammer has titties except from her? And the Demonites. Is it safe to Google Warhammer titties? likes boobs. Hmm. I don't know if I should click on the image tab. What's this? Sister Repentia. Is this real? I don't know. So fastidious. Sister Repentia. Dark Elder. Oh, right. No, I mean like exposed titties. Thou have their greater goods. Oh, I'm gonna get banned. Yeah, we should stop there. Okay.
Those things? Great. Slaanesh approves. Do you like torture?
You can just Google the Warhammer titties in your own time.
Inflicting pain on yourself and others? Indulging in all things? Slaanesh really likes that and thinks you should do more. Much more.
So she's into like BDSM.
We don't know.
Oh, very
That
much so.
your voice there literally was like that, duh, like the foghorn sound effect.
Don't compare me to a foghorn.
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
It's not you. It's just the tones of your voice.
Am I saying
Well,
so?
the bad parts of
50-50?
Slaanesh
Wow.
are things like pain and torture and suffering.
Right.
She also embodies things
A lot of Warhammer art you see aren't official, but the artists do their best to follow the official description from the books. Alright. Not that the fetish thing was bad, just fits better now.
like joy, happiness, and freedom of expression.
This is more up my alley. It looks like she's got a margarita there. See, this is my girl. You know,
Margarita.
she's also protecting herself from the sun.
Just
We've
like
talked
me
about
for
this.
real.
UV ages you faster than anything else.
It's
man.
Slaanesh,
So
girl.
she's
Chat.
got this together. We're on the same wavelength, and I'm into it.
Now, the thing is, joy, happiness, freedom of expression, these things wouldn't exist if Slaanesh didn't exist.
Oh, okay.
But also torture and pain and suffering, that also would not exist.
Well, I mean, that's the whole dynamic. You know, you gotta have a Naruto and a Sasuke. You can't just...
Yeah, the Chaos Gods are
Naruto
the
and Sasuke?
embodiment
No
of
way.
these emotions. If they're gone,
Chaos
the
God is like
emotions that
Sasuke.
make them
Sasuke
are
is a Chaos
gone as
God.
well.
Yeah, right. So, like, if Korn was gone, nothing would be violent.
Pretty much all violent urges would cease to be, but also things like honesty and glory and things
Glory!
like that would also
We love
cease to
glory
be.
here.
Right. Interesting. Gryffindors
What?
everywhere. Just...
Gryffindor.
What?
It's like a it's like what in Endgame, everybody Thanos, you know, snap.
Yeah.
Everybody, but it's only a quarter, so it's just the Gryffindor. Everybody's like,
What?
finally, we can get some goddamn
Oh,
Is
peace
she
around
associating
those
Gryffindor with
guys are
Korn? Oh my
gone.
god.
we're and then everybody just starts
Really?
lying to each other. It's like, maybe this was a bad idea.
I guess so, kinda.
Now we have to like be the first person to run into battle. This isn't as good.
Oh,
Wait,
I guess
does
there's-
that mean that Slytherin is like Slaanesh? Because Zinch is like... I would associate Zinch with Ravenclaw. And then... Nurgle with Hufflepuff? What? That's so strange though, because Hufflepuff and Nurgle don't seem to... This association is weird to think about, but you know. Also, if you're curious, I remember a long time ago when Harry Potter was very popular, right? The books, the movies, the books. I used to read them a lot when they came out, right? And there were like quizzes on which house you belong to, like a long time ago. This was before the memes and the stuff. I used to take a quiz on like which Hogwarts house do I belong to. Guess what? It's Slytherin. Snake! I've been a snake ever since I was younger. Even before I was a VTuber, I was a snake. Slytherin is Nurgle because they are hilal, conservative, and don't change. Hella conservative and don't change. Slytherin, no! Well, it's okay. Nurgle. The Nurgles are cute. The Nurglings. Baby Nurgle. So Slaanesh is a chaos god. No single pronoun. Really fits perfectly. All work for Slaanesh. Slaanesh and new pronouns back in 1980 something before all in the corps were doing it. Yeah, I just wanna call her she. Cause she who thirsts. Ravenclaw is absolutely Zinch, and both because knowledge, but also because the Raven is one of the symbols. Oh yes. So do you mean that Hufflepuff is like associated with the Slaanesh? Oh, the Hufflepuffs are horny. If the Slytherin is like associated with Nurgle, then Hufflepuff would be associated with Slaanesh. That means the Hufflepuffs are horny. Anyway,
No
let's
battle
continue
anymore.
this.
guys.
But then I guess you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
just
there is
like
no battle.
starve because
Hello,
like,
Mr.
unless you're like
Minnesota.
fully vegetarian. But like, who does that? Like, I guess it's like based on definition, how far down do these definitions
They are
go? Like,
degenerates.
at what point does
Confirmed
something
today.
exist
Hufflepuffs
because
are
of one of
degenerates.
these gods and or not? And I suppose kind of the issue with that is the issue with the entire explanation of these, I'll say, beings. Because they are so old and so intertwined, you know,
This is where I
there's
got
so
sorted
much
into Hufflepuff. Oh
nuance
my
into
god.
what they are and what they've done that it's almost impossible to actually like pin down a specific term.
Yeah, and it's also impossible to really theorize what would happen if one of them ceased to exist, because it would probably be catastrophic to the universe at large.
Wait,
Well, it's like
wait. Slaanesh was birthed from the orgy, right? From the elf orgy. So does that mean that people were not horny before the orgy? Huh. Does that mean they were not happy as well? Because Slaanesh also like is related to happiness and pleasure and all that stuff, right? No way, though. No way. The people before that orgy were not torturing other people or having orgies, like prehistoric orgies, you know? Of course they were, but it wasn't a normal orgy. Slaanesh is generally associated with snake, Nurgle with snail, or a thing like that. Zinch with bird, and Corn with dog. Corn's a dog? Corn dog? Has anybody drawn that one before? Corn dog. He's a corn dog. No cute artwork of corn dog? No way. There it is. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, dude. He's foaming in the mouth. Oh my god. Ah, that's so cute. I'm gonna pet that dog. Pet that dog. Corn dog.
thinking of a new color.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't.
It's literally impossible.
Right. Even though we know in our universe that we see a very
There
small
are colors
spectrum
that we can't see.
of what there actually is. So it's kind, you can't possibly know
It was
of
a galaxy-wide
something and, like,
orgy from a
actually
race of
kind
powerful
like, you
psychic
can't
beings.
conceptualize
Galaxy-wide
something.
orgy. Oh my.
Really. Unless you already have the concepts that kind of like allow that concept to exist. So,
Mhm.
I mean, of course, there are like,
Jacob,
super
hello.
geniuses who are just like, here's
Welcome,
what a black
welcome.
hole looks like based on math. And you're like, what?
That's cool.
Yeah, we need to watch Interstellar. It would be interesting if there was like, if you could, in one of the games or something, you could actually like kill one of the gods or something and like see how the world would change. That could be an interesting D&D kind of premise. Like, one of the gods is
Oh,
killed.
That kind of happened with the
it should be a
Necrons.
Souls game where you could kill the gods. Yes. Warhammer Souls game. When? When is it gonna happen? Come on.
Where they killed one of the star gods, and basically
Jax
that
Taylor.
caused the flare virus. which that's the Necrons that wear people's skin and try to eat things.
Oh, like the
Even
Maze
though
Runner.
they can't really eat. Slaanesh is often depicted as an androgynous figure with long flowing hair, horns, and a serpent body.
Sephiroth.
Sometimes it's
Snake.
depicted as a creature that's too horrible to describe.
Also
Sometimes it's a gluttonous
Sephiroth.
figure.
It's
It
just a
really
podcast.
depends
Somebody
on
recommended
interpretation.
this.
It's sort of like a primal in 14.
We
Yeah,
must
yeah.
follow
One person will
the
summon Ifrit and it'll
the
look
wheel
like,
of videos,
you know,
okay? The
what
gacha
he looks
gods.
like in game, but somebody
The
could
gacha
summon
gods
Ifrit and it would look
made
like
this happen.
maybe more demonic, like
Sometimes
a
I
classic
summon him and he
satanic
looks
demon
like
or
a
something.
cute little minion.
Oh yeah, he could be like a cute little minion.
Yeah,
The
it
hair is
follows me
training
around.
is
It's like a
great.
balloon. It looks like somebody tied an Ifrit balloon to my
Just an
ankle and I'm just like
angry
balloon.
running
Corn dog.
around. It's on fire. I'm like, it's gonna hit the helium any minute.
The followers of Slaanesh start in the subtlest of ways, often starting with someone who has a overwhelming desire or an unquenchable thirst. Acting on these
Unquenchable
emotions feeds
thirst.
directly into Slaanesh's power. Eventually, these sensations aren't enough, so they push towards more things like torture and untold
Ooh.
suffering, and so on and so forth.
He looks like he's singing. Like this is definitely. We're back to the German opera. He's like,
The Imperium of
looks
Man
like he's
has
singing,
stated
yeah.
before that Slaanesh might
Oh
be
my
the
God.
most dangerous chaos god to the average person, and so they need to keep a very close eye on its citizens to make sure that those weekend parties are staying within code. Those parties can't get too crazy, because then Slaanesh might just, like, you know, show up.
oh.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Slaanesh.
That's like Santa showing up
yummy,
at the
yummy,
Christmas
yummy.
party, and it's like, who hired this guy? And then like you look at the person who like hires people, and they're like, I don't know who this is, guys.
It's not good.
The Holiday Armadillo.
Slaanesh's relationship with the other chaos god varies a bit.
Oh.
She's
Dude, Corn is so emo. That's so cute. This is Corn, right? Corn, Nurgle, Zange, Slaanesh. Everyone is so cute. Baby Nurgle. Zange is just a blob, like amoeba. Aww, corn dog.
okay with Zinch because he's all
I cannot
about
get. I cannot get over that he's a dog. Aww, aww, look at him. He's so cute.
change, and what better thing to change into than a more perfect
Oh, 'cause
being?
loyalty,
I mentioned
right?
last time that Slaanesh
Loyalty.
and Corn don't get along at all,
Corn
and
dog.
that they disagree on basically everything.
Honor.
Right.
A good example of that is where Corn will go out into a battlefield and murder everybody in sight as quickly as possible. Slaanesh is gonna take her time, savor the fear, the pain that's inflicted, often taking prisoners and torturing them endlessly until they get bored or want to change their bodies into something that they deem
If you
more
like Dark Souls, you might enjoy the
perfect.
Great.
Right. It's not about
Knight,
the
a movie?
result. It's
Oh,
about
I don't know what that is.
the
Green Knight.
happening.
It's about the pain, it's about the suffering, it's not about the killing.
Yeah.
So, now that we have a base for Slaanesh, let's move on to some of the demons. Slaaneshi demons.
Oh,
That crab, dude.
So these are
Why the
demonettes.
crab?
These are the lesser demons of Slaanesh.
Right.
They are very fast.
I hope he explains the
Very,
crab
very
hands.
fast.
Oh, they're like
And
they're
oh
like
yeah, they
they're like that mount
sprint.
that you can get right now in the Moogle event.
Which one?
The one where you guys always pop.
Crab?
Yeah. You guys
Crab
always,
mount? What the hell? I didn't know there's a crab mount there.
you're always
Final
on
Fantasy?
it at the fucking in the house. All you guys, I'm always standing there. I'm just like a weirdo without my thing, and then you guys are like, and I'm like, I can't do it because I don't have the
BRB,
crab and I don't know
okay.
how to get. Now I can do it, and we can all be standing around the house going and scare
We gotta
newcomers.
get you that crab, babe.
Well, it's
Yeah,
in
get
the
Crab
Moogle
cab.
event. I have so many tombstones. That's what we're doing after this. Anyway,
Demonettes are always smiling when they're out on the battlefield, constantly looking forward to the pain that they'll inflict on their enemies. Typically, they ride on these creatures known as the steeds of Slaanesh. They're like if a velociraptor and
Ooh. I need to see that, dude. Steeds. What? Look at that tongue, dude. It looks like an anteater. You know? It's an anteater, but kinda anteater dinosaur. This art looks beautiful, by the way. It's like an anteater dinosaur with teeth. It's gonna slurp you, dude. Oh, that's so cute. You could get a figure? I'm interested. Could you get a painted figure of this thing? I don't want anybody writing it. I just want the figure. Twitter. Oh, it's so small. It's so cute though. It's like a seahorse. A seahorse anteater dinosaur thing. This one looks really nice. Does it have boobies? This one looks like it has boobies. What the hell? No, it doesn't have boobies. Are those boobies or are those something else? I need to know. No, they're not boobies. Okay. I really thought there's like protrusions over here that are memories. The memories, dude. What a beautiful art.
An anteater got freaky, which
I
is
love them.
very on brand with Slaanesh.
Slaanesh
I love
demons
them.
are
They are
wicked fast and hard
Velococampi.
hitters, but they're very squishy.
Hippocampi,
they use their tongues
Veloso.
like whips.
Yeah, they're
print it.
they're like Kita.
It's not so fun when you're on the receiving end of it, though.
Kita.
Yeah, they're like Kita, kinda.
my
Oh,
baby
Kita's a
cheese.
good.
Kita just turned 2. Blah, 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 blah.
She just turned 2.
Ow.
Oh, happy Hatch Day. Everybody say happy Hatch Day
Happy
to
Hatch
Kita.
Day, Kita. Blah,
Blah,
blah, blah.
la, la.
She says
Aww,
blah, blah, blah.
cute.
The last of our lesser demons of Slaanesh are kind of like if the steeds of Slaanesh and the demonettes kind of fused into one being. They are called the fiends of Slaanesh.
Oh,
Oh.
4 boobies. Oh, look at that tongue, dude.
They look real weird.
3
I like
legs.
the
It has a
little
third
tail
leg.
They've got like 2 sets of legs, one of which is facing the correct direction and one that's facing backwards. It's really
Oh, it's
weird.
2 sets.
So they
They're
can get
supposed to be
anywhere.
4.
Real fast.
Oh yeah, they
Oh my
go.
God.
They
Like
go,
they're
like,
like zipping
Those
and zagging.
boobies are disturbing.
In Total War, they actually like move throughout the enemies. It looks like liquid almost. It's crazy.
Oh, cool.
Their tails are really dangerous. Their tongues are really dangerous, like the steeds of Slaanesh. They've got the little grippers,
The little
as in like their claws, not their feet.
They're not like chameleons where they do the cute little like boop 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 when they because
Blah,
they
blah,
could,
blah, blah, blah.
no the chameleon feet they like
Those
grip
models
you,
are
they got like
designed for
two
a rider,
fingers.
Oh, you're
but
right.
you
They
can
look
modify
like
them
little
or
leaf
have
grip.
someone
feet,
modify
and
them.
they grab you. They're like.
I just want the.
Don't
I just
cough too
want
loud or I'll
the.
explode.
No,
The
they'll
dinosaur.
die if you look at them wrong. They're
The
not.
steed.
You look at them wrong, they'll just perish.
I love chameleons, but I'm just not. I'm not down for that kind of
I'm
flight
not
risk.
down with
You know,
that.
life wise. That's why I have keys.
Now, the most interesting demonette that I found was known as the Mask of Slaanesh.
The mask of Slaanesh. So
She was
emo.
once the chief handmaiden and favored dancer of the Chaos God. Whenever
Favored
Slaanesh was
dancer?
upset, this
Oh
demonette
my.
would always manage to cheer them
Like
up
the
with
dancer
a
of the
little
Boreal
dance.
Valley.
Oh, it's like one of those jewelry boxes that's like a good thing, and then suddenly
Look
it's in
at
a
that.
horror movie. And I had one of those.
He's doing a little dance.
One day, Tzeentch, being Tzeentch, tricked Slaanesh into fighting against both Khorne and Nurgle at the same time. You know, as a little prank. Just a little prank.
He's a
Hey
prankster.
guys,
like
what's
messing
up? On
around.
today's
He's a
video,
little
I'm gonna
prankster.
convince this guy to fuck up his life.
Could you imagine if Tzeentch had a vlog channel?
What if all 4 of them had a vlog channel?
Teaching
like
my
the
son a
entire thing
lesson.
was each of them are trying to
Khorne.
like, is that
That's
wait,
amazing.
this should be the TV show.
The great game is who can get more subscribers.
It's like Big Fucking Brother. And like, you know, rather than like getting voted out, like the countries get like exploded from the heavens or some shit. Like, oh my.
no, they're getting
Oh, no.
influenced by their. Oh no.
Oh. I would watch a 4-way game of Battleship between these 4.
It would be really interesting to watch to see each of them use their own abilities.
Which one would stack
Stung.
all the ships on top of each other?
Oh, that would be Tzeentch. Tzeentch would do that.
I feel like
Pick of
Slaanesh
the
wouldn't
Boreal
even put the
Valley.
ships
Oh,
out. She'd
yeah,
be
it's
sitting there
a-
giggling.
The
That's
dancer
the
has a really
greatest form
small
of
butt, though.
torture, seeing you try to guess where her battleships are.
Small butt.
Every
you
time
hit,
it's
you hit her at the butt. That's her weakness.
So, Tzeentch tricked Slaanesh into fighting both Khorne and Nurgle at the same time. Unsurprisingly, she lost.
Right.
She was really upset by this, and so, like always, this little demonette, the Mask of Slaanesh, tried to cheer her up.
Aw.
Slaanesh was in the worst mood imaginable at this point and saw this as mockery. And to
Oh
punish such
no,
an
she was just
insult,
dancing, dude.
Slaanesh cursed the demonette to dance forever.
I'm gonna blow your
Aw.
mind. This is basically the plot of the Barbie movie.
No, that cannot be.
The Barbie movie.
That can't be.
The mask had a bad
it's
time
not-
that day.
there's-
Aww.
You could make a
guy.
comparison. I see it. America
Poor
Ferrera
dancer.
is Slaanesh, confirmed.
Hasbro, I got the best idea that you've never heard.
Gaining
Get
power
Will
through
Ferrell.
viewers?
What if
That's
we
immediately
man
made a
like that.
movie, but
Is there?
Slaanesh? Hear me out.
Also, Elf
Oh my
2,
god.
just cuz.
Elf 2. We gots to have Elf 2. That's the chaser after you go and see the Slaanesh movie. Nowadays, the Mask of Slaanesh can be seen on battlefields, dancing and causing those around her to uncontrollably dance as well, until
She
they are
dances all the
struck down
time.
by her graceful movements.
Oh, it's like Midsommar.
It's kind of like Midsommar, but she's just cursed to dance for all eternity.
She doesn't get to
Aw.
like make any party choices.
No, she just dances. Let's move on to the greater demons of Slaanesh, known as the Keepers of Secrets.
Oh,
So
Keepers
this was
of
the other model I
Secret.
was considering buying for Alex instead of Bellicor, because I know he
Mm.
likes the Slaanesh stuff. They feed on the erratic hope and the intense
Oh, it's
fear
the
of those
guy with the
Copians, holding the secret desires of mortals that they come across.
With
I
a
heard
chin.
erratic
with the
hope
horny chin.
and thought you said cope. That's what happened.
Oh.
That's what happened.
They-
Cope.
Keepers
He's
of Secrets
coping.
vary in
The Keeper of
appearance
Secret is coping.
wildly, which is often influenced by what emotions Slaanesh was feeling at the moment of their creation. Much like a bloodthirster in Khorne's army, when a Keeper of Secrets arrives, give up. It's over. Not
Keeper
only
of
are they going to be
Secret.
faster than you, they have an area of effect that seduces you, so you probably
Oh
won't be
my.
able to do much other than perish.
What if you're asexual?
Well, they're described as being both too horrible and too beautiful to look away, and it causes people to stare in awe of the thing coming to cut them in
Cannot
half.
stop looking.
So it's not necessarily a
You just can't
sexual
stop
urge. It's
looking at
just
him.
kind of an attraction. Like,
Yes.
okay, I understand.
You can't
Wasn't
help
this
but look
also a
at it.
Hans
Yeah.
Christiana
The
Andersen?
greatest Keeper of Secrets
movie?
is
I
a
don't know.
demon
I don't know
known
what
as
that is.
Nakari.
Oh.
Known as the Chosen of Slaanesh, the Arch Tempter,
that
and
movie
the
though.
Lord of 1,000 Songs.
Lord
Nakari
of
isn't
1,000
super
songs?
evolved in 40k other than showing up for a few battles here and there, so we're gonna shift over to Warhammer Fantasy for a little bit, as this is where he is most prevalent.
Okay.
Specifically, he is the main antagonist of the High Elves of Ulthuan.
High elves? How
Ulthuan?
high are
Whoa.
they?
How? Okay, wait. Whoa. Where did his horns go? Go back.
His horns?
Like he's in this helmet, right? Is that him?
No, this is an elf.
Oh, okay. I was like, where? How? Is it like the freaking Vieira ears?
It's a
You
different
can't
character.
wear headgear.
Dude, he digivolved into an angel.
I was
Oh my
gonna like
goodness.
voice act, be like,
One
Othuan,
of the
Digivolve
descriptions?
2.
One of the descriptions of Keeper of Secret is that they smell really good while being really stinky at the same time. They stink good. They stink good. Wait, what would be something that smells really horrible, but you also like the stink? Like cheese, maybe? Maybe it smells of cheese. You know, because you know the smell of cheese, it's very powerful, but also you like cheese. I wish I kept the Slaanesh Chaos Marine champion I put together and painted. I had a neat backstory for him. Oh, seldom. Petrol? Durian? I don't like the smell of petrol. Durian? Durian tastes good. But yeah, it's very stinky. Gasoline? The salty tongue of fresh sweat. Oh, I don't like that smell, dude. Fresh sweat, dude. Ooh. Oof. Well, I guess fresh sweat is fine, but you know, like dried sweat, you know the one, that smell when you smell somebody who hasn't taken a shower for like more than 1 week, and you are in an elevator with them, and you have to go to the top floor, but they also have to go to the top floor. The smell of dried sweat, you cannot get out. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's very gross. Stinky, yeah.
The High Elves of Ulthuan lived on a peaceful island
Stinky,
that
dude.
was mostly isolated
Dude,
from the outside.
that's the smell of magic shops if you go to the local game store. And then go there to buy some magic or like some figures, some cards. And you sniff. Don't sniff hard, just sniff slightly. You don't even need to sniff that hard to get to that. Ooh, fermented sweat. I used to play Magic, and I know that smell. I've smelled it before. Not from me, okay? From other people. I shower.
World. It was a paradise that
I
knew
shower
no war
more
and
than
no
once a
strife.
week.
Nakari, seeing a society of elves that had no tools for war, was intrigued. Imagine being in Rivendell, right?
Yeah, this has given me very...
Everything's fine.
Fresh card smell
everything's
and
peaceful,
Discord notes.
You're
Oh,
chilling with
no.
your buddies, and then
Man,
Oh,
that
no.
is... No, wait. Can I just stay there? Because that's where I want to be, you know?
Magic shops
Don't
or
make me
Smash
leave.
tournaments?
Let's just stay. End the video.
I haven't been to a Smash tournament, so I don't know.
Guys, support the Patreon so one day we can have peace. I'm really
So-
tired.
So imagine
I've
you're
only been to
chilling
magic
in
shops.
Rivendell with your pals.
Yeah, we're all tired.
And
of
suddenly
how
this
great
Gashimuchi
everything's
demon
going.
arrives on your
Oh.
doorstep
Ooh.
specifically to slaughter you. That's what happened to Ulthuan.
Okay, it's at least
Aw.
cool, right? Like,
So the elves had no
The high
chance
elves are
against the
just
hordes of demons
addicts.
that Nakari brought,
oh.
and
Oh,
a
mana
lot
shit,
of
Vito.
people died, and if they didn't, they probably lived through horrible suffering and torture before they eventually did perish. It was a bad time for the High Elves, let's just put it that way.
This isn't gonna help.
This was such a horrible time for the High Elves that this would eventually go down in history as the rape of Ulthuan.
Oh,
Eventually,
oh
the High Elves
no.
did prevail when the
Oh,
first Phoenix
no.
King, Anarion, blessed
That's
by the
not
Elven
good.
gods, managed to defeat Nakari. Before he could be killed, he tried to travel back to the realms of chaos and found that he was trapped within a magical vortex. Nakari cried out, swearing to take revenge on Anarion and his entire bloodline.
Dude, this is gonna be a sick
That's a
graphic
commitment.
novel if
I
they
gotta
ever
say,
made one.
I was staring at this picture while you were saying that, and I thought he was a Kleenex.
You thought
Like, I
King
thought he
Anarion was a Kleenex?
Wielding like a stick, and I was like,
Kleenex.
"Where's the guy he's talking about, though?" It's just a Kleenex here.
Honestly, there is so much about Nakari that I think it might be better to talk
Pelina
about it when
White
we
Streak
cover
endorses
the
these
fantasy
actions.
elves
What is
in another
Pelina
video.
White Streak? I don't know
because
what that means.
As I mentioned before,
Those
he
words
is the
are
main
words.
antagonist, so I think it would be more interesting to have him reserved for that kind of stuff.
Right.
We'll get back to Nakari when we revisit the High Elves of Ulthuan.
Okay, I won't remember the word Oathwand by then. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I
That's
already
fine.
forgot about
and,
it.
That's Slaaneshi Demons.
Yeah.
How we feeling?
Yay!
It's rocking. It's rad.
Mhm.
I'm not so into the idea of people, actually being hurt or hurting themselves or others.
Right.
But without, on the other end of things, she seems great.
Other than
Elder
all the bad
Scrolls.
stuff,
Oh,
I
I
think
don't-
she's
I didn't
awesome.
play
Like a
it.
California
Radical.
local, she's just
I
minding
didn't
her
have a
own
PC when
business.
Skyrim was very
She's
popular.
got some problematic opinions, but generally she kind of she makes moral decisions.
And I'm not
that
interested in
seem
playing
reasonable.
What would you say
Skyrim
is
or
your
Elder
favorite
Scrolls
thing
or
about
any of that
Slaanesh?
now.
I mean, I like that she doesn't like the war guy,
You like that she doesn't like corn?
which I thought maybe that's controversial.
Doesn't like
because he's
corn,
her
no.
favorite.
They have a
But
rivalry.
what I mean by that is that war is bad.
Right.
And so it seems
Mhm.
that, obviously with some exceptions, my moral compass aligns closer to Slaanesh's than the other ones, to the extent that I understand them. So far.
Slaanesh,
It'll be interesting going through the other
Slaanesh
Chaos
is
Gods
very
and seeing if
relatable,
that
I
changes
guess.
at all.
Yes, I'm also not entirely sure that I
Nah.
answered your question.
I guess, maybe corn is more relatable. Because I'm angry all the time. Rawr! I'm angry.
What is your favorite aspect of Slaanesh? Like, what is the thing that draws you towards them?
I mean, initially, I think it's just the
Or maybe
allure-
like a Nurgle? Because sometimes you just wanna wallow in filth. Just wanna be stinky all the time. Don't wanna shower. Don't wanna wash the dishes or do laundry. You just wanna live in my own trash of a house. Oh no. I'm more of a Zinch corn guy. Make love not war.
Marking feminine presence in the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Hello, Leto.
Because
How are you
you
doing?
see it throughout the series. So you obviously see examples of women in
Mhm.
other places in Warhammer, like the Sisters of Battle, or, you know, the cool, fey, wispy, ghosty, alien-looking things that I'm always, like, staring at whenever I'm actually, like, at the physical locations.
Right.
But, you know, the fact that, like, that an entire chunk is, like, largely associated
Slanushi,
with and, like,
Slaneshusi.
figureheaded by woman, or
Right.
at least feminine association, I think
Mhm.
it stands out the most to me, and maybe that is just because it's different. That said, I also have, like, I'm usually drawn to, like Slaanesh is often very sexualized and, you know,
Yes.
and kind of
Very
paints that
sexy.
representation of sexuality as quite a sexual
Doing great, doing great.
thing with, like, you know, a bondage kind of, like,
Bloodborne,
sexy, like,
blood
push-up bra aesthetic, which, you know, it's gonna be up
guard.
to
I hope
everybody to
it's
have
Guru
their
guard.
opinions on this. Like, I don't see
Slanesh and
anything
the Slanusi. That's gonna be the
wrong with
title of
it
this
in this
video
particular case. I know that
when
there
I
have
edit it
been,
out.
like, particular models and stuff that I
Slanesh and
wouldn't agree
Slanusi
is, like,
lore.
great for representing women.
A lot of those models, though, have been discontinued
Yes.
and have been out
The
of production for
Slanusi.
quite some
The
time. though.
Slanusi explanation.
To Games Workshop's credit,
Yes,
which is good.
absolutely. And that's, yeah, it's just, it goes back to kind of what we were talking about earlier, I guess, where we were saying that one of the things that makes it a great story, I think, overall, and I think you'd probably agree, that a lot of good stories are one of the things that makes them so good is, like, the foundation is so solid, the foundation is so built out that you can't peg a character or a concept down to a word. You can't define corn because the definition
Corn
of
is a
corn is
dog.
corn. You know,
Corn dog.
it would
Yeah.
be like trying to describe your best friend in one word. Like, sure, you
Give me
might come
back
up with
Demonites with
something like,
nipples.
hopefully it's not chaos, but
Demonites with nipples.
you know,
Oh
who's
my
to
god.
say at what point something is harmful or non-harmful
The hidden
or
titty.
good or bad or whatever. Like, obviously it's quite a classically attractive based feminine aesthetic,
No
and, like, you know,
boundaries when it
I
comes
tend
to
to like
chaos.
those kinds of aesthetics. Like, those are the kinds of
No.
characters I always like
Dude,
to
dude,
play.
dude, 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 dude. Slong chain. Slong chain. What did you say? Slong chain. Strong chain. Dude, there is boundaries, dude. There's boundary on the titties. One is hidden and one is not. You see? Not both. Only one is exposed. Exposed titty. Maybe I shouldn't keep showing this on stream. I don't know how well YouTube will handle this kind of video. Oh well, dude. There's no nipples. It's fine. It's just you know.
In video games.
It's just research.
That's how I always used to, like, draw when I was a kid, or I always liked, like, watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show though as well. So
Mhm.
it's kind of like, but then it's like, well, is that the empowerment of my femininity, or is that the fact that I'm bisexual?
As much as I love the Coin Sisters and the Demonites, GW would absolutely make back if they brought back the horny models every now and then for made to order. Now I want to see them. The models don't have nipples anymore. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't Google that. Oh no, you gotta mold the nipples yourself, okay? It's DIY nipples for your army.
And so, you know,
Oh
who
no.
am I to say, really? I think the answer really, truly would be that for some women it's fine, and for some women it's not. And how it affects them or their
Chaos had
enjoyment
some
of the
ridiculous
property, it's going to
meanings.
be different
A
person to
demonite
person.
playing
And in
a
your
harp
opinion, you
made
find
from a
something
living
like
human.
Slaanesh
Oh
to
my
be
god.
somewhat empowering.
Yeah, for me, I look
They
at
also advertise
Slaanesh and
to
I'm like,
children?
yeah, bitch, let's do it. Like,
Right.
right, like
Dude, who is that child who can afford these figures though? That child must be like a child of an oil baron or something. How do you advertise to children? These figures are so expensive. I'm a working adult. I can't even afford one. What the hell? How? Parents' credit cards. Accurate coin units are painted with blood, Nurgle with shit, and Slaanesh with oh no. With pink stuff, don't worry, it's pink. My game workshop can make the Demon Knight less ugly. Seriously, they're supposed to be attractive. Yeah, you're supposed to be looking at them all the time, yeah? Just know I'm too poor for the figures. Yeah. They're so expensive. How do you
And I
advertise
don't
them
know,
to
maybe
children?
some of
Sheesh.
this comes from the fact that like I am a like
Hello, Arizona.
stereotypically not
It's a
terrible
35-year-old
looking
child with a
woman,
job.
that I maybe have an ability to relate
Oh,
to that,
no.
and thus because it's a powerful thing, because it's got this kind of, you know, a fourth of the universe in its hands, I see the association to myself and I grin, so to speak. You know? Which maybe
You
that's
would be
not a
tempted
good
by
thing.
Slaanesh.
Oh, absolutely.
They are
I
attractive.
don't, and I don't think that that is like, you know,
Dude.
again, who's to say at what point that is good or bad?
I mean-
but yeah, I think for me,
Yeah, they're
at
attractive.
least like putting them
Yeah.
down on a board and like asking,
This one is so
give an example
beautiful,
of
my
5
God.
words each. The one that kind of piques my interest the most is going to be Slaanesh.
That makes sense. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
But that's also coming from a perspective where I can't relate to what you have talked about.
Yeah, but if I was like, if one of the gods was like a nerdy twink,
I would probably
Nerdy
gravitate
twink.
towards that one, yeah. Do you have any questions
A
about
nerdy
Slaanesh
twink.
or their demon?
Chaos God.
I guess this must be one of the like most common ones to be influenced by, because it seems like, you know, it really comes from a place of like base natures, in the sense of like, you know, I don't like run into the feeling of, man, I'd really like to like get some skulls or blood or like start a war every day.
Right. It's a lot easier to be tempted by things like joy and excess than it is like anger and murder.
Really, it's like, you know, these things are
For
already
me,
at your fingertips. Like, you
Dude, for me, it's very easy to be tempted by laziness and filth. Until I cannot take it anymore. So maybe, you know what? Maybe maybe Nurgle is too much. But also, I'm very lazy, so sometimes I just don't clean anything.
have to eat every day, but why not eat more
Right.
than you need?
Why-
Like, the human
why
race
not-
has
why
to
not
have
enjoy it?
sex to procreate, but why not, you know, get a little kinky with it?
Yeah.
And at what point,
Warhammer 40k
where is the line?
kid books.
The answer is, it's different for everyone.
But you know what you should
I'm a
do?
coin
What
boy.
should
I
I
love the murder hobo.
You should take that whip and you should really torture that guy. That's what you should do. Don't you want to hear his screams?
You're my partner. What are you saying? Are you asking for something? I think we should keep this private.
Oh my god, the awkward laughter.
Anything else?
Will getting into
Sheesh.
Warhammer make me happy?
A special thank you to our top patrons. Ton of
Will getting into Warhammer make you happy? I think I know the answer to that one. That's a good video. I didn't pay much attention to it because I was distracted by googling the boobies. But that's a good video. Yeah. Oh my god. These are the guys with the barb tongues who will grape and flay. Oh no! Oh no! Good video, good video. This is a good explanation of Slaanesh, I think. Also, the art is very cute, especially the one with the 4 of the Chaos Gods. They're so cute together. Where is it? I cannot find it. Oh, there it is.
Pretty okay with
Ah, look at that. They're so cute. Aww. Baby Nurgle. He's so cute. Anyway, like and subscribe. It's a good video.